Hello, I'm Marek. I'm a senior platform engineer and welcome to today's video. So you rename one resource in Terraform, you run plan and it wants to destroy your database and spin up a brand new one. You didn't touch the infrastructure, you changed the name. That's it. And in production, saying yes to that plan means downtime, maybe data loss, and a post-mortem nobody wants to write. So today I'll show you why Terraform does this and the one little block that makes a rename completely safe. Most people learn this the painful way. Let's learn it the cheap way instead. Okay, here's what's really going on. Terraform doesn't track your resources by what they are. It tracks them by their address, the type, plus the name you gave them in code. And that address is the key in your state file. So when you rename something, the old address disappears from your code and a new one shows up. Terraform looks at the state, sees an orphan entry under the old key and a missing one under the new key, and it reaches the obvious conclusion: destroy this one, create that one. It has no idea they're the same resource because nothing in the state ever told it. That's not a bug, that's the contract between your code and your state. You just have to speak its language. Let me show you on a real config. I've got a resource called logs, a random pet, but treat it as a stand-in for something that matters, a database, a bucket, a Kubernetes cluster. The state is applied, everything's clean. Now I'll rename it to audit logs with a single sed command. And look at this, it's the most innocent refactor you can imagine, the kind a reviewer waves through in about 5 seconds. Now watch what plan says. Want to destroy, want to create. For a random pet name, who cares? For an RDS instance, that plan just offered to delete your data, and Terraform will follow through the moment someone types yes. Plans like this get approved on autopilot every single day, and that's what makes it dangerous. It looks routine, so the fix is called a moved block. 2 lines of pure intent from the old address to the new one. You drop it right next to the resource in the same file, and here's the part I really want you to appreciate. It's code, not a command you run once and forget. Code. It goes through code review, it lands in your Git history, and every teammate, every CI pipeline that touches the state gets the rename for free. It even handles moving resources into modules, which, let's be honest, is where most real refactors actually happen. Same setup, same rename. But this time, I append a moved block, telling Terraform that these 2 addresses are the same object. Run plan again and look at the bottom line. 0 to add, 0 to change, 0 to destroy. Terraform just quietly notes that the resource moved. Now I apply it. The state gets rewritten in place and the real infrastructure never touched. State list confirms it. 1 resource, new address, same object underneath. No downtime, no resource. New address, same object underneath. No recreate, no drama. That's what a safe refactor looks like, and it cost us 4 lines of HCL. So where does this actually save you? 3 places. Plain renames, like we just did. Moving resources in and out of modules. When you finally restructure that flat config into something maintainable. And the classic one, migrating from count to for each, where every index changes its address, and a naive plan wants to recreate the entire fleet. Every single one of these is just 1 moved block per resource. And my rule? The moved blocks ship in the same pull request as the refactor, so the reviewer sees the rename and its safety net together, right there in 1 diff. 3 rules before you ship this. 1. Keep the moved block in your code until it's been applied everywhere that state is used. Every workspace, every environment, every pipeline. Delete it too early, and someone's stale plan brings the destroy right back. 2. Moved works inside a single state. Moving resources between different state files, that's a different job, that's import, that's state surgery, not a moved block. And 3, since Terraform 1.1, this is a first-class language feature. Prefer it over the old Terraform state move command, because the CLI route happens outside code review and leaves no trace in Git, and if it's not in the diff, it didn't happen. Okay, the short version. Terraform tracks addresses, not things. A rename looks like destroy and create until you add a moved block, 2 lines, and a dangerous refactor becomes a no-op. So next time plan wants to destroy something you only renamed, you'll know exactly what's happening and exactly what to write. If this saved you a future incident, do me a quick favor, hit like and subscribe. See you in the next one.